Hello everyone, welcome to Global Online. In today's lecture, we are going to see NTA UGC NET Paper 1. In this lecture, we are going to see most expected MCQ on Higher Education Unit for the Paper 1. Students, the notification is already out and we are having very less time in our hand. So do prepare well, and this video will definitely help you to score more marks in the upcoming exam. So do watch this lecture to clear your doubt. Before we move forward, I want to tell you that we the Global Online has brought 2000 plus MCQ quick revision PDF in which you are going to get current affairs questions, previous year questions, most expected questions and most repeated questions for the paper 1. And this PDF is available just for ₹599. To get a PDF, contact on given number. अगर आप ये PDF लेके स्टडी करते हो तो मैं श्योर हूँ कि आपको 70-75 मार्क्स इजीली मिल जाएंगे और आपका पेपर 1 इजीली क्लियर हो जाएगा. What you are waiting for? Get the PDF and start your preparation today. In this question, there are two statements. Statement 1 is, the ancient education system was only the formal in nature because it is a focus on the moral, physical, spiritual and intellectual aspect of the life. So here जो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट है वो कह रहा है कि जो हमारा प्राचीन जो एजुकेशन था वो ओनली फॉर्मल था. Here we are using the word only. Okay, please concentrate here. And second statement is, the ancient education system of India focused on the holistic development of the student and it was a free and centralized. जो सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट है वो कह रहा है कि जो हमारा प्राचीन एजुकेशन था वो होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट पर फोकस करता था ऑफ द स्टूडेंट एंड इट वाज अ फ्री एंड सेंट्रलाइज्ड. एंड फॉर दिस देयर आर 4 ऑप्शंस गिवन. द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज both the statement given are correct. Second statement is both the statement are incorrect. Third statement is statement 1 is correct but statement second is incorrect. And the fourth option is statement 1 is incorrect and 2 is correct. So during the ancient period, the two systems of education were developed. First one is Vedic and second one is Buddhist. And the medium of a language during the Vedic system was Sanskrit. Please remember the language here. Again, you might receive the question on this. Okay, while those in a Buddhist system were a Pali language. Okay, during those time the education was of Vedas, Brahmanas, and Upanishad and Dharmashastra. Okay. In ancient time, both the formal and informal way of education system exist. There were people in the home, village and a temple who guide the young children. Education was free and not centralized. That means the option 2 will be correct here. That is, both the statements are incorrect. Now why these statements are incorrect? Because in first statement we are saying that only formal. We can say that in ancient education system was formal, but we can't say it is only formal. Okay, because the education was formal as well as informal. And second statement is, the ancient education system of India focused on holistic development of the student and it was free and centralized. Yes, it was free but it was not centralized. Okay, and because of that both the statements here are incorrect. In this question there are two statements are given. The statement 1 is, Xuanzang, the famous pilgrim from China, visited Nalanda University and studied and taught in 7th century. मतलब कि जो चाइना के फेमस पिलग्रिम थे स्वानसंग, उन्होंने नालंदा यूनिवर्सिटी को विजिट किया था एंड स्टडीड एंड थॉट इन 7th century AD. एंड सेकेंड जो स्टेटमेंट है वो है, यूनेस्को डिक्लेयर द आर्कियोलॉजिकल साइट ऑफ नालंदा अ वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट इन ईयर 1985. So whenever we are talking about the Xuanzang, he is a famous pilgrim from the China came here and studied and taught for the 5 years in the 7th century AD. Nalanda University at that time had over 10,000 students and 3,000 teachers. For the same 700 year between the 5th to 12th century, Nalanda was the central of scholarship and of Buddhist study in the ancient world. And the second statement is saying that UNESCO declared the archaeological site of the Nalanda World Heritage Site in year 1985. But here the year is given wrong because it is in 2016 and not in 1985. So second statement will be the incorrect. That means the correct answer here will be option number 3. That is statement 1 is correct but statement 2 is incorrect. I hope these things are clear to you. In ancient time in Gurukul system, Vasu learner was expected to learn up to how many years of the age in the Gurukul? Here you have to know about Gurukul system first. So the Gurukul was a type of a school in the ancient education system. The Gurukul system is an ancient learning method. Gurukulam was existed since the Vedic age. Their main motto, the main aim is to develop the knowledge and they were highly focused on the education. The gurus trained their students with the meditation, yoga and other standards. Okay. So for this question the options given are 12 years, 24 years, 6 year and 8 year. Here the students were divided into the 3 categories like Vasu, second one is Rudra and third one is Aditya. When we are talking about a Vasu, those obtaining education up to the age of 24. That means the correct answer here will be a 24. But even we will see about a Rudra and a Aditya because you never know, you might receive question on other system also. Okay. So whenever we are talking about a Rudra, those obtaining the education up to the age of 36. Please remember here the age that is 36 and Aditya is age up to the 48. Okay. So the correct answer here will be option number 2nd, that is 24. The ancient time in Gurukul system, Vasu learner was expected to learn up to 24 years of age in Gurukuls. The University Education Commission, which came into existence in 1948, recommended that there should be the minimum how many working days excluding the examination day in the university and colleges. So here the university education system जो था उन्होंने जो days working days होते हैं वो recommend किए थे excluding the examination days. How many days they recommended? Okay, and for this the options given are 180, then is 200, 220 and 240. So here the government of India appointed the University Education Commission under the chairmanship of Dr. Radhakrishna in November 1948. So again आपको यहाँ पर याद रखना है कि ये जो यूनिवर्सिटी एजुकेशन कमीशन था वो डॉक्टर राधाकृष्ण के चेयरमैनशिप के अंडर आया था नवंबर 1948 में. The commission made the number of a significant recommendation on various aspects of higher education and submitted its report in August 1949. One of their recommendations was that there should be a minimum 180 working days excluding the examination days in the university and colleges. That means the correct answer here is option number 1, that is 180 days. So here this question is related to assertion and the reason. The assertion is value-based education is essential to develop an individual and help him or her to get a positive direction towards shaping their future. And the reason is the value education is educational institution that cannot given without a religious education and a instruction. For this, the options given are both assertion and the reason are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Second option is both assertion and the reason are correct and the reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Third option is assertion is correct and reason is incorrect, and last option is reason is incorrect. Here the value education can be imparted without involving the religious education. That means the reason will be not correct here, because in reason we are saying that value education is an educational institution that cannot be given without a religious education, but in actual value education can be given without a religious education. Okay, there is no need to involve the religious education here. As per the Article 28 of Constitution, no religious instruction shall be provided at any educational institute wholly mentioned out of the state fund. Okay, that means here the correct answer will be option number 3, that is assertion is correct and the reason is incorrect. Now why the reason is incorrect? Because here we are saying that value education in the educational institute cannot be given. Okay, cannot. Because of this word, the reason is incorrect. Okay, it can be given. आगे जाने से पहले मैं आपको और एक बात बताना चाहती हूँ, जो भी बच्चे यूजीसी नेट पेपर 2 की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं उनके लिए ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन नोट्स और एमसीक्यू की पीडीएफ लेके आया है। नीचे दिए सब्जेक्ट के लिए हमारे पास जो है वो पीडीएफ अवेलेबल है। उसकी एक्चुअल कॉस्ट है 1500, लेकिन वही पीडीएफ आपको 30% डिस्काउंट में मिल रही है। ओके, टू गेट द पीडीएफ प्लीज कॉन्टेक्ट ऑन गिवन नंबर। The next question is, from the list given below, identify the institutions which are not a part of 9 national coordinator of SWAYAM. And the options given are IIT Bombay, second is IIM Bangalore, third is UGC, fourth is AICTE, and the last one is IISC Bangalore. So from this you have to select the correct code which represent the correct answer. In order to ensure that best quality content is produced and delivered, the 9 national coordinators have been appointed. They are, first one is All India Council for Technical Education, that is AICTE here, for a self-paced and international course. Second one is National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning, that is NPTEL for engineering, which is not given here. Third one is UGC. So here the UGC, that is University Grant Commission for non-technical postgraduate education. Fourth one is CEC, okay, for undergraduate education. Fifth one is National Council for Education Research and the Training, that is NCERT, which is not given here. After that there is a IGNOU, that is Indira Gandhi National Open University for out of school students, even that is not given here. Then is IIMB, that is Indian Institute for Management Bangalore, which is given here, you can see, for a management studies, and National Institute of Technical Teacher Training and Research for Teacher Training Program, that is NITTTR, okay, which is not given here. The correct answer for this question will be option number 2, that is A and E, as the IIM Bangalore, UGC and AICTE is a part of the 9 national coordinators of the SWAYAM. So in this question they ask you to identify which is not part of the SWAYAM. So IIT Bombay and IISc Bangalore is not part of the 9 national coordinator of SWAYAM. So B will be the correct answer, or second will be the correct answer. Which of the following organization has an objective to regulate and properly maintain the norms and standard in the teacher education system and for matters connected therewith? For this, the options given are UGC. UGC is the University Grant Commission of India, is a statutory body set up by the Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education and Government of India in accordance to the UGC Act 1956. Okay. Second option is NCTE, National Council for Teacher Education, is a statutory body of Indian government set up under the National Council for a Teacher Education Act 1993 in 1995, and the objective of this is to achieve the planned and coordinated development of teacher education system throughout the country, to regulate or properly maintain the norms and standard in teacher education system and for matter connected therewith. So this is one of the objective of the NCTE. If you read carefully the question, this is an objective of option number 2. So here the option 2 will be the correct answer for this question. The third objective of this is it aims at training the individual for equipping them to teach the primary, secondary and senior secondary stage in the school, non-formal and a part-time education and an adult education. Third option is NIEPA, that is National Institute of Educational Planning and Administration, established by the Ministry of Human Resources Development, Government of India, a primary organization dealing with the capacity building and research in planning and management of education, not only in India but also in South Asia. And the last option is ICSSR, that is Indian Council of Social Science Research, was established in the year of 1969 by Government of India to promote the research in social science in the country. As I said, this is one of the objective of option number 2, that is NCTE. Means the correct answer is NCTE. The next question here is, most of the state universities are what in nature? For this, the options given are affiliating university, second one is deemed university, third one is self-financing university, and last one is private university. Now what is deemed university? Deemed university in India, better understood as a deemed to be university in the stated conform to those high-performing higher educational institute of repute and department of various university in India that might be a standard set up by a UGC. Private university and the private colleges are the institution of higher education not operate or owned or funded by the government. Okay, that is the private. The government will not play the important role here. Affiliating university generally have a central campus on which the located department or a school or an institute that impart a postgraduate center located outside the campus in different districts. Affiliating university may also have a university college as well as a constitute college. This university have a variable number of college affiliated to them. So the correct answer here is option number 1, that is most of the state university are affiliating university in nature. Supreme Court was directed in the judgment given in 1991 to make the subject given which compulsory in the college curriculum. कॉलेज में नीचे गए में से कौन सा सब्जेक्ट कंपलसरी करने के लिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जजमेंट दिया था 1991 में? फॉर दिस द ऑप्शंस गिवन आर वुमेन स्टडी, women studies in the academic field that draw a feminist and interdisciplinary method to place the woman life and experience at the center of the study while examining the social and cultural construct of a gender, system of privilege and relationship between the power and the gender as they intersect with other identities and a social location such as a race, sexual orientation, social economic class and disability. The second option is environmental studies. Environmental education was mandated a compulsory subject in the school and the colleges across the country by the Supreme Court of India in year 1991. The mandatory undergraduate environmental study course provide a major opportunity to introduce the student to sustainable development and to sanitize them to issue of equity, social justice and sustainable lifestyle. Third option is information technology. When we are talking about information technology, we are talking about the IT. Is the use of computer to create, process, store and exchange all kind of electronic data and the information. And the last option is value education. So what is value education? Value education is a process through which the individual give a good value to each other. That is called the value education. So here I have explained you all the options in the detail. So I hope all these things are clear to you, because if you receive any question on any of the option, you will be able to answer that question. Okay. By now you must have understand that the correct answer for this question will be option number B, that is environmental studies. Okay. The Supreme Court was directed in a judgment given in 1991 to make a subject environmental study compulsory in the college curriculum. What is the full form of ICSSR? You should know this answer because I have already discussed question on this. The options given are Indian Council of Social Science Research. Second option is Indian Council of Space Science Research. Third option is Indian Council of Scientific Search and Research. And the last option is Indian Congress of Space and Scientific Research. The Indian Council of Social Science Research is the national body overseeing the research in social science in India. It was established in New Delhi in 1969. The ICSSR is taken to implement the impactful policy research in the social science, which aim to encourage the social science research in the policy relevant area so as to provide a vital input of policy formulation, implementation and evaluation. The full form of ICSSR is Indian Council of Social Science Research. That is option number 1 is correct.